back during October, the guidance office and peer council organization of my school hosted a digital art competition/contest. The main theme and the premise of the contest was about mental health and spirituality, along with inclusivity and such. It's a vague theme, I'll admit. Of course, I joined because why wouldn't I? I'm a digital artist, so of course I'd be there. The funny thing about that, by the way, is that I'm the only one who joined from my class, and a lot of my seatmates at the time already knew, oh yeah, she's definitely gonna join. There were only around 14 to 15 of us who actually participated and joined because there's not a lot of digital artists in my school. A lot of artists, definitely, but not necessarily a lot of digital artists. I went through a lot of ideas for this illustration. I played around with some darker themes at first, like, for example, I had one idea that was sort of an illustration of a character wearing a headband that had a battery symbol on it, kind of like indicating the state of their current mental health or something along those lines, all while being surrounded by some sort of dark cloud or monster that's supposed to symbolize the problem someone can be facing, as well as a few other iterations of that idea. But I decided not to go for that and stick to something a lot brighter and a lot more my style of sorts. I ended up going for this idea of having a large brain puzzle that's missing some pieces, and there are people all helping each other to basically fix up the brain together. Because what does a peer council organization do than help students get through their struggles, right? I also made characters have different hair colors and skin tones, since inclusivity was part of the criteria. I also made a caption for this because we had to, since they also posted these in the official Facebook page of the school. Initially, we only had 1 hour to make and finish this at school because they wanted to make sure that we were actually the ones who did the work basically and not some AI or someone else, which I definitely understand, but it also kind of concerned me and made me worry a bit because a lot of artists know that 1 hour most likely isn't enough for a fully rendered illustration, unless you're really fast somehow. My way around this at first was to sketch out my idea in my sketchbook first and then just take pictures of the sketches and import them, which you actually saw me doing. I was importing images onto Krita, which is my drawing program. It's what I use to make digital art, and I was tracing over them at the start of the SPEEDPAINT, and then after that I just went directly into line art and didn't do a clean sketch other than for the big brain puzzle. They ended up extending it anyways up till midnight. I ended up taking maybe 3 hours for this, and I was fairly confident with my idea and concept since it was, in my opinion, one of the more creative takes among all the entries. I mean, look at it. There's a helicopter bringing a puzzle piece over to the people to help them fix the brain. I don't know about you, but I think that's creative and adorable, really. I wasn't too confident with the final quality of it though, since it's not really up to par with the rest of the illustrations I usually do, like these, where I have all the time in the world to render it and do whatever other things I want to do to it. But it ended up where I didn't have to worry about that in the end because I actually won 3rd place with this artwork. I also got a sweet cash prize from it too, and a medal. I got a medal as well. It was a small medal, but still a medal. So yeah, this contest was actually one of the events at school that made me as excited as I was in a long time. Last year there was a logo making contest, but I didn't enjoy that since logos aren't really my thing, and I could actually tell it was probably just a way for the school to avoid paying an actual designer to create a logo for them and get free art from students. I just realized that that's against our handbook to say things negatively about the school online, but whatever. This contest had none of that. It was just draw something cool and interesting, we'll post it, and you can win a cash prize and a medal. They didn't use the artwork in any other way, and they didn't claim it as theirs either, which is honestly really good. It really made me happy joining such a wholesome event, especially something about mental health, since a lot of students struggle with that, as I definitely know. So yeah, this was a fun, wholesome activity that I enjoyed joining, and I got an illustration out of it. If it weren't for this contest, I probably would have just said, oh, I don't have time to draw today, which this contest actually proved me wrong. But yeah, anyways, with all that said, here's the final piece. You can also get this as a poster, print, sticker, or any other product by visiting my Redbubble shop via the link in the description below. And with all that said, and for you making it to the end of the speed paint, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.